It's me again. It is a cold, rainy day in Miami. So that means for the coziness of it all, it's a good day to declutter. Again. So you're probably like, Morgan, didn't you just post a declutter? I did. And it was 2 hours long. So I decluttered, look over here, this portion of my makeup room. And the initial goal was to declutter everything in these drawers too. But like I said, it was already a 2-hour declutter, and honestly, I went in on that declutter. I decluttered so much, I was like, I'm gonna stop here. I did a good job. But today, we are gonna go through my affordable makeup drawers. Now, why do I separate my makeup by class? It's because it helps me with content creation ideas, because a lot of times I'm doing drugstore versus high-end or drugstore-based videos and high-end videos. So this just keeps it all in one place in terms of organization. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna declutter this. I don't know if it'll be as successful as over there because I'm more into high-end makeup than drugstore makeup, but let's see, join me. So I did get asked in that declutter, like, Morgan, where's your Rare Beauty stuff? Where's your Charlotte Tilbury stuff? I had like a couple things in my main collection that honestly wasn't supposed to be there. I actually keep Charlotte Tilbury and Rare Beauty here because these are some of the most popular brands on my channel. I'm gonna start off by decluttering the good stuff here. I don't know that I have too much, but you can kind of take a peek. There is no organization in here whatsoever. I just threw things randomly in here, and you'll see that. I apologize for the lighting, which there is a lack of due to it being a dry day. So let's start off with Charlotte Tilbury. I did recently go through and replace a few things already, so... Okay, this Light Wonder Youth Boosting Skin Foundation is, I don't even know how many years old, honestly. I just kept it only because it was Charlotte Tilbury. But I can't say goodbye to that. That's kind of gross. This is new. Gotta keep this. Okay, I have... Oh no, oh no, oh no. Did it break? Did it break? Bless, it didn't. Okay, I like having carpet in rooms, and my apartment does not have any carpet, so I need to be very careful here. Okay, anyways, that was a tragedy. Keeping these, so I actually just went through and replaced all of my Hollywood Flawless filters, so these are now officially fresh. Yay! What else do we have? I should use this more. This should still be good. Okay. I don't really use it though, but I'm gonna have a harder time giving this stuff away because it's a lot more expensive. And Charlotte Tilbury is just such a popular brand on my channel that I bring things back all the time. So I think everything else here, I'm going to go ahead and keep. I have this, which I just repurchased. I'm going to put this in my collection. Nope. Does it even fit? It doesn't. I lied. I'm gonna put it somewhere else. Never mind. I just remembered I did get ahead of the game. There's 2 more things that I just pulled out that I'm gonna declutter. First of all is this powder. It's just old. She doesn't smell it anymore, and it's stinky. It smells bad. So we're getting rid of that. Not because it's old. It's always smelled bad. And then I went through a few months ago and I replaced this Hollywood contour wand. So it's already in the main body. So this one is like old and icky. So I'm going to declutter this. So here I have a drawer of all of my eye pots, which I didn't realize I had so many. I'm gonna see if any of them have dried out at this point. This formula, it's good, but it's not great. Like, these crease sometimes, which is annoying. Let's see. Dang, I closed these tight. I think this one is dry, but I don't want it to be because it's a pretty color. Let me compare it to some others to see. So this one is Pillow Talk. No, okay, this is dry. I didn't want it to be, but it is. Some of these are quite old. Like this, oh, I did not mean to get so much. Not dry. Okay, so I'm only going to be getting rid of 3 more, and all of these are the Matte Eyes to Mesmerize, which was a major fail from the brand because they are so dry. They're not shimmery like the others, and they're very difficult to work with, so I just hate them, honestly, hate them. Things are about to get random, so bear with me. I have this random brow fix from Charlotte, this random lip gloss, and this random lip gloss, which I'm keeping. I have 2 blushes, a Chic to Chic and Love Glow, and then, of course, Pillow Talk. Keeping these overpriced single shadows, which I paid way too much money for, so keeping. Here's a bunch of random stuff, and I actually see something I need to declutter, which are these beautiful eyeshadows, which made me see the value in not black eyeliner. So these were important in my makeup journey. I loved these eyeliners so much. Honestly, I'd consider repurchasing eventually because these colors are so good. However, these are very old and very dry, so I am going to get rid of those. I think everything else should be good. Like, I do have this double-sided one, but this one is newer. I have all of my lip cheats, eyebrow, and I'm very partial to keeping most of my Charlotte Tilbury stuff so long as it's not old, because Charlotte Tilbury is such a huge brand on my channel. I always am doing content with their stuff. Let's check this drawer. A bunch of randoms. I have my powders. I have another powder. I have these. Are these dried out? I hope not. No. They're still nice and creamy. These are the under eye correctors. This is so good. Oh, are we still? We're still rocking and rolling. Champagne Diamonds. That's new, actually, now that I think about it. I do not like these lip oils, like, at all, from her brand, but they're from her brand, so we're going to keep them. I'm going to move these blushes into this drawer and put the lip oils on the drawer up here. Smooth eyeliner over here. Doing a little reorganization as we go. Here I have more powders and more highlighters. We're going to keep all these. Pop this in here. Fit. Does it not fit? No. This needs a home. I'm keeping everything here. These are most of my wands. I think everything is good. It was only the contour that needed decluttered. And finally, I have my 2 big bronzers, my big highlight, this duo right here, which is so underrated from the brand, and my cream bronzers, which are still good. That'll fit here for now. Okay, that's all of the Charlotte Tilbury. Let's take a look over here at Rephr Beauty, which I don't think I have anything, but let me do a quick scan. Again, there's no organization in here. That's something I'll do off camera. But I have primer, setting spray, this highlighter, which if you watch my videos, you know I don't like, but go off. Tinted moisturizer, also don't like this. Concealer, also don't like this. I like Rephr Beauty, but sometimes I question it because they have come out with hits and misses for me. I have my lipstick collection from them. Okay. And here's lip balm, and then I have these lip stain products, which honestly super duper cool. Okay, but I do have more. Let's see. I'm putting everything in here, but I do have another primer, another highlight, and another cream contour, which is amazing. I'm just not seeing anything I need to get rid of. Lip liners, mascara, concealer, which I love this concealer. This one, for no makeup days, must have. So the only thing I can see that I'm going to declutter is their old eyebrow pencil, which they have reformulated already. Yeah. These are all, not all of my blushes, but I have a lot in here. Foundation. Okay, honestly, keeping everything there. which means I am decluttering this stuff, which I knew wasn't going to be much, but it is 11 items, mostly from Charlotte Tilbury. And I would say because I've been collecting her products for a lot longer. So now we move on to the main body of where I keep most of my drugstore makeup. There's a few miscellaneous drawers in there, and then over here's my palettes, which is another video. So let's get going. I will say I already pulled something. I just left it up here. I'm decluttering all of these Odin's Eye Soulmane 2 gel eyeliners because they are so dry and broken, and this takes up so much space, but getting rid of these. Okay, so this top drawer is eyeliners and mascaras, eyebrows, things of that nature. So let's take a look. I'm going to start off here, which has a lot of really old mascaras. Honestly, most of these need decluttered. Like this needs decluttered. This, one of my favorites, but also needs decluttered. This one is good. This one is also good. This one is old. This is one of the worst mascaras that I've ever tried in my whole entire life, so I'm keeping that for my worst of video, but otherwise it would be decluttered. This one is still good. It's time to say goodbye to these old lash princesses. I got to replace these. Keeping this, and then this one is good. Then we have liquid liners. So these I'm going to have to go through and swatch, but I can already tell you I don't need these ColourPop liquid liners because they're colors that I won't ever use. Same goes with these ColourPop Legend of Korra, which I did use this year, but I just don't need a baby blue liquid liner. These are really, really bad, but I keep them around because I feature them in a lot of worst of videos. It's just for my content that I'm keeping them. I'm just moving them to the side. Okay, so let me swatch the rest of these to make sure they aren't like dried out. This CoverGirl is one of my favorites from the drugstore. All of these were good. I have a lot of eyebrow stuff. I see that this e.l.f. one is all dried out, so I'm going to declutter that. So let's see. Keeping that was LA Girl, keeping CoverGirl, keeping NYX. Decluttering this Express Brow from Maybelline, very bad quality. Keeping ColourPop, keeping Pokey, keeping NYX, keeping e.l.f., ColourPop. This is one of the most underrated products ever. Why do I keep breaking the packaging today? Still good. From Ardell. And I'm going to declutter this Lottie London Arch Rival brow pencil because it's just literally red in my eyebrows, so I don't need that. Right here I have eyebrow gels. So keeping this, I'm going to get rid of this Lottie London Mega Brow because it didn't do anything. Keeping this. Keep. I don't really like the drugstore brow gels, but I like to review them. No, I love this Ardell Artist Brow. What am I talking about? Keep. And I was going to initially declutter this, but then I saw Emily Noel loved it. So now I need to use it because Emily Noel loved it. So that's on Emily. Okay, I am going to declutter this like soap brow from ColourPop. I just don't like it. It looks funny to me. Oh, I think there's literally mold on that. Look. It's because it's used wet, I think. But that looks moldy. That's disgusting. Keeping. I'm going to declutter this ColourPop Party Proof eye primer because it makes my eyelids look dry. And same thing with this matte primer from Ulta Beauty. It's so drying. So getting rid of those. I guess I just don't have any drugstore eye primers anymore. But I don't like them. I need to try the Milani that Emily Noel loves. And then hiding back here, I have a bunch of eyeliners. I have a backup of this. I'm going to open this. Put that here. Decluttering this because I've never used it. Here's a number of drugstore eye pencils. I like to keep these though because of their fun colors. Hold on. So these are all from a brand called Befalin, and they have the most amazing, just creamy formulation. So I'm just going to go through and decide what colors I don't need because there's too many of them. I do love to keep a variety of different drugstore eye pencils because I get them in multiple colors. So I think I'm going to hold on to most of these. I am going to get rid of this hard candy one. I don't know. I just kept hard candy in there. Gonna get rid of this out. Well, this one is for working out, but I'm gonna get rid of that. That's weird. Okay, and then the rest, I believe, is all my ColourPop. I'm getting rid of the ones that are not ColourPop. The rest are my ColourPop eyeliners, which I use for colors and whatnot, and I love these, so I'm gonna keep these. So I didn't get rid of that many eyeliners, which is disappointing, but whatever. I just was so ruthless in the last one. I'm like not feeling it today. But for reference, I am getting rid of 23 things from that drawer, which honestly, I feel like I got rid of nothing, so that's really good. Now, this drawer, she is a mess and she needs gone through. I already see, so I have tried a bunch of these pencils this year. So these ones I was not a fan of. I felt like they faded, and I just recently watched the best stuff from the Emily Awards, and she loved these, and I'm like, what am I missing? But I'm gonna not get rid of all of these because I want to keep a couple just to have for formula reference, but I am gonna get rid of colors that I'm not gonna wear. Like these three I'll keep, and then I'll get rid of the rest. Now, Milani, I'm keeping all of these. These are the best shadow stick formula for the drugstore. The Palladio, I think I'm going to get rid of, which makes me sad because I went to this brand's launch event for this product, and through that event, I found so many products that I loved from the brand. These were a bit dry. They're just not my favorite formula. These eyeshadow sticks are everywhere. Oh my goodness. I have these color sticks from ColourPop from the Powerpuff Girls collection, but these aren't even really good colors for me, so I'm gonna get rid of those. And then I also have these Maybelline Color Tattoos, which these are a little stiff, but they're workable and these don't move. They last all day and don't crease, so I like those a lot for that reason. How's this doing from e.l.f.? Okay, still not dried out, so we'll keep that. I like that. Love these glitter toppers from LA Girl. What I am going to declutter, I have definitely tried not to declutter these, but who remembers this ColourPop pigment collection from Kathleen Lights? And I'm ashamed to say I literally like only used these pigments once. But I thought they were so beautiful, and they are, but I've never used them. They're not relevant for my videos. You guys can't get a hold of them. So I am going to get rid of all of these. But shout out to you if you can remember this collection, because how pretty. Oh, I can't play with these because it's going to make me want to keep these even though they're like literally 6 years old. Like, look at that glitter. Are you kidding me? Anyways, let's keep it going. I have a bunch of these ColourPop color sticks, which these are pretty good. Question mark, because that one felt dry. Okay, I'm gonna go through and see which ones I want to keep and which ones I don't, because I just don't need this much. Guys, randomly I just had a memory. So you know how I kept all of these ColourPop cream gel liners? I just remembered that they sent me a bunch of new ones. Like a fresh new set, and I use these all the time. So I'm gonna declutter those. So the new ones are gonna go here. Okay, so I just got rid of a lot more stuff. Yay! Amazing. Time to go through all of these. Let's go.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain.
So ColourPop since has repackaged these and these ones, but I'm still keeping these. Let's see, these Flower Beauty Warrior glitter shadows I used to love. Just want to make sure they're not dried out. That's what a lot of this drawer always is. Are you dried out or not? Nah, these are a really great glitter option from the drugstore. These I did not like. For formula's sake, I'm going to keep one just to have on hand, but I do not like these. I'll keep the lighter one. My glitter sticks here. Can put these ColourPop. These are like their multi-chrome shifty ones. I'm gonna put those here. Okay, here are my e.l.f. glitter things. It's the proper name, if you haven't heard. Glitter things. These almays are so good. These are one of the underrated products, the Velvet Foil Cream Shadows. I don't even know if they sell these anymore. These are like super old. I'm gonna declutter them, but I just wanted to look at them. Oh, I used to love these. Do you see that? It was right here. So beautiful. Then a few other things that aren't ColourPop Super Shock shadows. I have Flower Beauty Chrome Crush Pot. That's nice. And then this L'Oreal Infallible pot, which these are so underrated and gorgeous. Which leaves the rest being my abnormally large ColourPop collection of Super Shock shadows. So, so sorry about that. Oh, what is this stuff back here? Oh, this is nice. That's the Revlon Color Stay. Oh, and these, hold on. Before I check out, let me show you something. I hope these are still good. From JCat Beauty. Ah, yes, they are. These Prisme metals are so insane. Okay, let me make sure all of them are good because I want to keep them. Prism metals. Did I just call them Prisme? Which is not even how you say Prisme in the Givenchy powders. It's Prism as well. Oh, I love these. Okay. I forgot about these. They were hiding in the back of my drawer. Let's see how this dark one looks. Oh my gosh. And here's a Revlon one. That's pretty. It's a lot softer. It's lame compared to the JCat, but we're going to keep it. Which leads me to my next point. I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to go through all of these ColourPop Super Shock shadows and see which ones are dry and worth keeping. So I've narrowed down. What I'm keeping is back here, also here. And then after going through everything, I had about 15 that had seen better days. So I'm going to dump these. And here we are, this drawer, much, much better. Much more space, not as crazy. And I'm not even going to count all that I decluttered, but it's all of this, which is a ton of individual things. So I feel very refreshed. Oh, okay. I just ate breakfast. The sun didn't come out, but some of the clouds went away. My husband made me my morning coffee, so I was definitely not as energetic for those first two drawers, but I'm gonna need all the energy for this drawer. I feel like these first three drawers are the hardest ones, so we're starting out strong. This is my ColourPop lip drawer. I don't know how to get rid of ColourPop lippies because I just feel like there's a wealth of different colors. Any color I would need, ColourPop would have, but I just don't need so many colors in one formula. Let's see what I can do here. So starting off at this side, I have this, oh my god, this has also been going off all morning. So this is from the Disney Princess collection. It's their Luxe Lipstick Vault. I'm going to keep this. I love this. I think it's so fun. I'm going to get rid of this Hocus Pocus lipstick. I just don't, oh, definitely. I didn't even know what color it was, but I definitely don't need that. I have this ColourPop lip kit that I'm not reaching for, so I'm going to get rid of that. Pretty much, if it's like still in the boxes, I just don't think I need them. Let's see what this is. This is a Star Wars lipstick. Yeah, no, don't need that, though it's a pretty deep color. But no, Morgan, you don't need it. Let's see what other Star Wars... I mean, I do keep them in the boxes because I think the boxes are cute. Like, this one I'll use, so I'm going to keep. And I want to keep something from the Star Wars collection because the packaging is just so cute. Then let's see this color. Nope. I have so many reds in my collection. I just need to stop. I need to not. There is one red. I think it might be this one right here from the Mulan collection. Is this? It's not the red one, but I'm keeping this. No, I'm not. It actually smells expired. Okay, that's a shame because the ColourPop lipsticks, no, they don't smell bad at all. Okay, so this is one of my favorites, the Lounge Cream Luxe lipsticks. And then It Girl is one that I don't mind getting rid of. Okay, because I have all of those from the Princess collection. What else do we have? These are colors that I kept because they're gorgeous, and their Cream Luxe lipstick is one of my favorite formulas. So I'm gonna keep these. I specifically picked these out of a collection because I thought they were beautiful. Here are all of my lip liners, which I love these lip liners from ColourPop. So I'm actually gonna pop off camera because some of these, like with this, oh!
Attention, your attention please. The fire alarm in the building has been...
Like, this is the new packaging. I'm gonna get rid of the ones with the old packaging off camera, but I'll show you what it looks like because I think I have some in my collection to replace the old ones too. Okay, so I'm not gonna say I decluttered any, and I'm not going to because these are my favorite lip liner to have on hand because there's so many, but I am replacing these old ones that were in here for this fresher formula that ColourPop sent me. See, towards the back, it looks like I have a lot of lots of boxes to go through. Okay, so I love these collections. That's why I've kept these from Barbie. So I'm going to keep these. This is the collector in me. Same thing with the Sailor Moon collection. The collector in me needs to have these. But I can get rid of these two, which are beautiful, beautiful colors. But I'm going to give those away to somebody who would like those. Let's push this to the back for now. Oh, I do have more in the back. My goodness, I'm crazy. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this ColourPop Just a Taste of Honey Luxe Lip Gloss Trio because I don't love the Luxe lip glosses like that. I kept these because it was just so stinking cute, but I can get rid of the Hello Kitty and Friends. And I'm going to keep, well, let me make sure they don't smell weird because this is from the old collection. They did relaunch these, but I decided to give those away. We'll keep these. These still smell good, and I'm going to use these for Christmas, I think. I've decided. So I'm going to keep these. It's a little extra of me, I know. Okay, so what I do need to go through, I'm going to just pull this out and move it to the side for now. That's a whole other task. But why the heck do I have this many? They're all different formulas, though. So I have, like, the Fresh Kiss lip creams, the glossy lip stains. I have more lip creams, more lip stains. Okay, I'm going to first organize these by formula, and then we can go through the colors together because I don't need this much. Even I can tell you that. So this first formula that we have are lip creams. So I want to get rid of kind of duplicative shades. So like these two are very close. I'm going to get rid of, let's do the lighter one because I won't have too many dark colors. This is just to reduce the closeness in shades. I'm going to keep this one and get rid of this one. I like both of these, so I'm going to keep, well, these are kind of close, no? Okay, then I'll get rid of this one. And then same thing here. I'll probably wear this one more, though they're all kind of the same. Okay, these are different enough. So we got rid of 4 of these. The next formula that I have all seem to come from, are they from the same collection or do they just have the same caps? Anyways, these are lip lacquers. So I'm going to keep this one for sure. I'm going to get rid of one of these. I'm going to keep the brown one. Get rid of this one. I just want to minimize how many of these I have because it was kind of crazy before. And I'm going to keep this one. It's a little bit more purpley. I won't even notice they're gone, honestly. Okay, so we got rid of 4 more of those. Now these are the glossy lip stains. How do I want to go about this? I'm trying to, well, okay, let me organize these by similar colors. Okay, so let's keep the more pinky one. This one, I love this color. I'll never wear this color. This color's pretty. I want this shade. Kind of, I'm putting them in the light to make sure that I can see the difference in color. Like, these are all quite pretty. Like, I definitely will wear these 3 a lot, and then this one just to be different. How does this compare to these? Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the other cherry one. Okay, that's good. For some reason, like, if there's a lot of one formula, I love having the whole collection, so I struggle to get rid of them if I have even more colors. So this is a start for me. And then the last formula that we have are the lip glosses, which in my humble opinion is one of the better lip gloss formulations. So this one's a little bit easier for me to tell you what I'm going to wear and not going to wear. Like, I'm not going to wear this Hocus Pocus one, as fun as it is. I'm going to keep one iridescent one. It's going to be the one with the pink glimmers. Another Hocus Pocus. I just don't use glitter glosses like that, really. I'm going to get rid of... This one's pink glimmers. I think I'm going to keep the pink glimmers and get rid of the gold glimmers. I'm going to wear these two shades a lot. Same with this light one. I'm not going to use this super dark one. Okay. So that was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 glosses. That's good for me. So maybe I should do like a row of 3. You know what I mean? Let's do that. That's a little more manageable. Now let's go into this drawer, which has a lot of products that I do love. And I think I'm going to do the same thing actually. So I'm going to take it out again and we're going to go by formula. So I was talking and it wasn't recording. So might be. But I have a handful of these glowing lips from ColourPop. A lot more than this. But I'm going to keep all of them because I actually don't have that many compared to like what you see here. And they're my favorite formula. And I'm currently going through the Luxe lip oils and glosses. And I've already gotten rid of 2 Luxe lip glosses. But I'm keeping 3 Luxe lip oils or lip glosses. Sorry, these are the Luxe lip oils that I'm going through, and these are all pretty clear. So, what is this? This is another liquid lip. Okay, I'm keeping that. I'm gonna get rid of this orangey Luxe lip oil. Gonna get rid of this clear. No, I'm gonna keep the clear. Gonna get rid of this gold lip oil. Gonna keep this one and this one. Gonna get rid of this lavender one. Then I'll keep this one, and then I'll keep these. So we got rid of 3 lip oils. And then here's what's left in the drawers. I have this Winx Club lip gloss, which is so pretty, but I don't need that. I have this Ultra Matte lip and Ultra Blotted lip. I'm keeping these to have these formulas in my collection, and then I also really like the Just a Tints. So mostly everything in this drawer I would say that I enjoyed. But these glowing lips over my dead body, will I be getting rid of these? So I'm going to put everything back in their homes / new homes. I'm going to keep these up front since I declared these are going to be my Christmas lip colors because they're so stinking cute. But I am going to keep these boxes back here. Sorry, these are my collectibles. I'm not going to get rid of them. I'm just not. Then I'll put these bullet lipsticks here. Honestly, this drawer is much less chaotic. So even though I was crying for most of this, it's not that bad. We're good here. Much more reduced. And how many did we get rid of? 1, 2, 3. So I got rid of 32 lip products minus these. So I didn't even count those. But okay, that really cleared this drawer up. Happy about that. Okay, so this next drawer, yes, I have more lips. So let's go through it. I have these e.l.f. They're like lip stains. But honestly, all 3 of them, oddly enough, they pull the same on my lips. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep the middle toned shade. And then the other 2 I'll get rid of. These NYX soft creams. They still smell vanilla-y and good, and these are a great formula. I got these from a holiday set. That's why they are mini. But you know what? No, I'm keeping them. I almost convinced myself to get rid of them, but these are such like a slay formula. Super popular too. We're gonna keep these. I think I'm just gonna get rid of Athens here. 1 color for good measure. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this Makeup Revolution liquid lipstick. Oh, I'm going to keep it for video since it's the only one of each formula. So that's something I do need to keep in mind with this kind of stuff, this being my job. If I have one of a formula, I'll probably keep it just for video's sake. This Queen lip gloss is so cool. Bitten Lip Stain. How do these e.l.f. smell? Not great, but they don't smell old. I'm just gonna get rid of Praline. Push these back for now. I'm gonna get rid of this Kiko Double Unlimited Touch thing. I don't know. I don't even know what it is. I don't want it though. I have lip liners. Let's see what we're working with here. I'm keeping all of these Catrice plumping lip liners. These are a great option for the drugstore. Love these e.l.f. Love Triangle lip liners. You know what though? I'm going to declutter these e.l.f. ones because they now have the $2 ones. I haven't tried those yet, but I do need to buy them. Morphe, that one is a beautiful color. See, this one from Essence is lovely. Catrice has good formula. Palladio. Ooh, I love all of these lip liners. The only ones I'm hesitant on are the e.l.f. Do they still sell these? Let me check real quick. If they don't sell them, I'm gonna be good and declutter them. They still sell them. I'm using them. So I have these from the brand Chic Me. This is such a good, comfortable liquid lipstick formula. But this is when my job comes into play. I'm not talking about this brand really much on my channel, so I'm gonna declutter them to make room for more. Keeping these from Revlon. Maybe I'll go through some colors because I have a few. This Essence Stay Matte, lovely. I mean drying, but it's good for the price. Keeping. Okay, so I have one of each of these formulas, so we're gonna keep those. I love these liquid lipsticks for long wear, but I literally have 2 of these. So one can go, and then that's a good, well-rounded one to have. Morphe liquid lipsticks, which are surprisingly good for the price. And I'm going to keep a couple alter egos, but I'm gonna get rid of a couple as well. Actually, you know what? I never, ever use these, so I'm gonna get rid of them. I'm gonna be strong, girl. I'm gonna be strong. But then here's some Milani. These are all like liquid lipstick-ass kind of formulas. And then I have my beloved Maybelline Super Stay Matte Inks. Keeping all of these. I think I'm just making sure I don't have like multiple colors. So I have 2 Cocoa Connoisseurs, so I'm gonna get rid of one. I think that's it in terms of repeats. No, I see one back here. I have 2 Hazelnut Hypnotizers. Just get rid of one. These are the bombest liquid lipstick formulas. You have to try these. I have an Etude water tint that I'm keeping. And then the last thing here. No, I already went through this drawer. Okay, great. This one. I'm so sorry for all the loud noises and crashing sounds this is making. I'm just gonna put this one right here. This one from Trixie right here. Pull that out. Put this one here. Pull that one out. Okay, I think we're good with this drawer. There really isn't much in here anymore. And we are saying goodbye to 23 liquid lipsticks. Next drawer, I have lipsticks and lip glosses. We're really gonna have to go through these. Where does one even start, honestly? Well, I'm keeping these, since they're the only ones I have of this formula. I'm going to get rid of one of these Lottie London Sweet Lips because I just have so many of the Laneige in my collection. I'm going to keep this flavor. No, these are different though. This is a lip scrub. Okay, well, keeping both now. I am going to go ahead and keep all of my Maybelline Lifter glosses because I love this formula. I have a friend who claims all the duplicates, who takes them home. And this is a formula that I'm newly obsessed with from Essence. These are the Extreme Shine lip glosses. I'm going to declutter this Nabla Viper Lip Plumper. This is the most painful lip plumper I have ever felt. I think everywhere else is good here. Keeping these, keeping this. Going to get rid of this lip gloss from Wet n Wild. I just don't need it. Okay, so I have 2 of these. I think I'm going to get rid of the watermelon. Keeping that. I love these yummy glosses from CoverGirl. I really liked these lip glosses from Morphe. They're so good, and I love the color range, but they've actually discontinued this formula, so I'm going to get rid of these. And then I have this from Catrice, which I'm going to keep. I'm throwing these in here for now, but I'm going to reorganize them in a sec. Keeping all of these e.l.f. lipsticks, I think they are awesome, and they're fairly new. In here, I have this from Kimchi that I'm going to keep. I'm going to declutter this from e.l.f. because it literally makes me look like I have frostbite. I like this lipstick formula. I'm going to keep these from L'Oreal. They're really, really nice. These aren't the same colors, are they? No. Okay. I need to use my drugstore lipsticks more. And then I have these from Revlon, which are really nice. I'm just going to get rid of a couple colors because, like, I don't need this red. I like both of these. Oh, okay. I'm going to get rid of these 2 colors. I know not much, but I absolutely love this formula from Milani. You can see I even have a few that aren't opened. That's because I got sent a fresh batch. So I replaced some of these. So I don't have any duplicates in here, and they're all pretty fresh. So I'm going to keep all of these because they're amazing. I have these hanging out in the back. This is their collection with Jen Atkin. And I really liked these, but you can't get a hold of them anymore. So I'm going to declutter these. I'm just going to go through and smell these lipsticks. Make sure they still smell good. Like, I have a couple really cheap ones from e.l.f. I think I'm going to get rid of this one from Koki. Oh, no. I love that color, actually. Totally lying. I like having a variety of different drugstore formulas to review. So, like, these are all Flower Beauty, and they're all really, really nice. Flower Beauty has some of the best lipsticks from the drugstore. I don't think I'll ever use this shade, so I'm gonna declutter that. What other shades are we looking at? We love that. And I love this one. And then I think they might be discontinuing these, but they haven't yet. So I'm gonna hold on to hope about these Morphe lipsticks. They still smell good because, you guys, these are really great for the price point. They're made in Italy, made in the USA. And if they get rid of these, I'll be sad. But I'm going to hold on to these for now. I think most of these are worth being held on to. I wouldn't say, just compared to what I have, I don't have the largest drugstore lipstick collection. I have a couple of these. This one looks a little funny. Let's get rid of that one. Same with this one. Okay. If they look a little funny, though, I'm getting rid of them. Okay. What about this one? This one is so good. I love this formula. These are from Maybelline. This one in Baddest Beige is so nice. And then I know I have some repeats here, so let me just get rid of those. These are my favorite drugstore lipstick, though. Two Spice Petal from Flower Beauty. They have the best color range. Okay, so I didn't get rid as much as I wanted from this drawer, but I'm going to reorganize it really quickly. Alright, so this drawer doesn't look that much different because I only got rid of 17 items, but still, we'll take it. Ladies and gentlemen, now we are getting to the good stuff. This is the stuff that I have a fun time decluttering. The lips and the eye stuff is always a little boring for me, but let's get into it. So up front here, I have foundations. So let's go through. I'm going to keep this from NYX. Obsessed with this. One of my favorite tinted moisturizers ever. Okay, so I have two of these. They're just different colors. Okay, great. Keeping both of those because I love those. I'm totally kidding. I just remembered one is older packaging. This one is the older one, so I'm going to get rid of the older one. We're still going to keep the new one, which is even better packaging. I have these, which I have to mix from Juvia's Place. So I'm going to keep these. These give the craziest finish to the skin in a good way. They're heavy. That's what I don't like about them. But the finish is beautiful. Okay, so I freaking love this foundation. I need to repurchase it. There's a lot of classic drugstore foundations that I feel like I need to repurchase, but this has always been so amazing. But I do think I need to declutter it because it's just old. Like, we don't want that on the face. This Super Dewy Skin Tint is absolutely terrible from Makeup Revolution. It peels like crazy. I'm gonna get rid of that. Why am I out of breath right now? Oh my goodness. I'm going to keep this Believe Beauty, which is really good for the price. I have these, which are fairly new in my collection. They're definitely not expired, so I'm gonna keep these. And I really enjoy those, very underrated. Keeping this is new and this is new. And both of these True Matches are also new. I'm a mixture between the two of these shades. So I'm going to keep all of these new foundations. We're getting to what's old, okay? I'm just trying to pull out the stuff that I know is new. Like that one from Revlon, which is really nice. Super Stay. This one is another one where it's like a classic favorite foundation of mine that desperately needs repurchased. So I'm going to get rid of that one. I'm a mixture of these two shades from Catrice, so I'm going to keep these. These are a good full coverage option from the drugstore. I went through these recently. That's why I'm not throwing away as much. This one from Makeup Revolution is this new? Hold on, let me smell it. Ugh, it smells like paint, but these have always smelled like paint. I have two of them. Honestly, I went through a phase where I liked these, but I don't really like them anymore. I'm going to just declutter them. I haven't used them in a long time. I'm also going to declutter this ColourPop Pretty Fresh. It's pretty good. It doesn't wear the best, but it's just very, very old. This one I purchased kind of recently, so I'm keeping that. Surprisingly good. Going to declutter. Ew, it probably just needs a good shaking. This foundation from e.l.f. is not bad at all. I would repurchase it, but I'm decluttering that because it's old. This one is new. This one from Morphe, okay, I don't love it. However, the shade of this is so light on my skin tone. I use this all the time to mix into my foundations to lighten them, so I'm going to keep it for that purpose. This I'm going to keep because it's new. If it's new, I need it for my channel, is what I'm getting at. Keeping that. Keeping that. I'm going to getting rid of all of my complexion from ColourPop. This one is pretty decent. It's just quite old at this point, so I don't want to put these on my face. Going to keep this. This is decent. This is fairly new, and I think I like it, if I remember correctly. I actually haven't used this one a lot. And then I have these from Milani, which I'm going to hold on to. That's that for foundations. We got rid of 10, which is actually a very fair number. But let's move primers, which I have in the bag, forward. Okay, I'm going to declutter this Rose Glow from Revlon because it doesn't do anything for me. Look at all these putties that I have. I have Catrice, this is new. I have Physicians Formula, theirs is pretty good. And then all of my e.l.f.s. Why do I have two? Which one's the newer one? Why is that one like melted? Well, I'm gonna get rid of the one that was melted. Maybe that happened when I was moving or something, but it's been a while since I've moved, so that's not a lot. Okay. Just got rid of one, which is perfect to make all of these fit. Keeping all of these. So these are my e.l.f. Halo Liquid Glows, and then I also have a Maybelline Skin Perfector in here. And these are all new. They're very trendy, so they're very relevant on my channel. I don't need both of these face milks, which you'll see I am a fan of and I use them. I'm going to keep the rose one because the oat one definitely had for longer. Let's see, keeping this from Flower, keeping this from Neutrogena, and keeping this from Milani. This was pretty good, you know. I can't be weird. I have to throw some stuff away, Morgan. This one is new, so I'm going to keep that. Keeping this, keeping this, keeping this. I'm going to get rid of this Dewy Primer from Milani because I've had it for a little too long for comfort. This is one of my all-time favorite face primers from the drugstore, but mine is so old. So I think I might repurchase this eventually. I do have an Ulta gift card. This might be on the to-purchase list. I'm going to keep this Redness Eraser. I'm going to get rid of this Pore Minimizer from L'Oreal because I don't think it does anything. Also going to get rid of this one from Fourth Ray. It's a pore perfector. Is this even a primer? It is, but I'm gonna get rid of it. I don't use it. Keeping this from L'Oreal. It's that weird serum thing. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know. I'm gonna keep this. I had to think about it, but I am. Definitely keeping my Gloomy Lotion. I'm going to get rid of this from Pixie. I just don't feel like, yeah, this one doesn't do anything. They say it's like a hydrating glow primer. That looks kind of pretty, but I just don't like Pixie Beauty in general, so I just gotta get rid of it. Let's see. Keeping my Power Grip Primer. Love that. I'm gonna get rid of this e.l.f. or Milani Chill Out Primer. I just don't need that. I have so many drugstore primers, but they are such good ones. I'm gonna get rid of this Pretty Fresh one because it looks a little icky. This one's fairly new. We're gonna keep that. Same thing with this one, even though I don't like it. Let's see. Skin Quench, SPF, and I'm going to get rid of this No Pore Zone Mattifying Primer because I just don't need it. Okay, we did pretty good on the primer front. Let me get this all back into order here. I like it organized much better this way because that way my face primers aren't in the back anymore. So happy about that. We are saying goodbye to 21 items. So that's good. That made a lot of space. Okay, now this one is like my concealer and setting powder drawer. Oh, here we go. I'm going to start off with powders. You know what? This has been in my collection for a hot minute, honestly. It's so old. I wouldn't mind eventually repurchasing classic Coty Airspun. Can you smell it through the screen? But I've had it for a really long time, so I'm going to declutter that. I have these Juvia's Place powders that I'm going to hold on to, I think. Yeah, so I have a light one and then a skin tone one. So one is more for the under eyes. I'm going to get rid of these Pretty Fresh powders. I've had these for a while and I don't use them. So I'm going to get rid of those. Here's another one. I don't use them. This is Ancient, but this formula is so buttery and they discontinued it, so I'm keeping it. Fairly new, so I'm going to keep this. I don't love this, but I'm going to hold on to it since I do feature Milani a lot. And I am going to get rid of this ColourPop powder because it's super old. Powders do last a long time, but we're just trying to refresh here, you know what I mean? Obviously, keeping these, my #1 favorite powder ever, literally. This one is new, so I'm going to keep that. Also, this one from Physicians Formula is new as well. Oh, you know what? I'm going to get rid of the darker color because the darker color is not flattering on me, but I am going to keep this lighter color. There we go. That's a good meeting point. Here's some Halo Glow setting powder. Huh. I haven't used that in a while. I'm going to keep that. Here's another Juvia's Place. I need to declutter one of those. I don't need 3 of those. That's an off-camera thing. Keeping this e.l.f. one, keeping this e.l.f. one. These are amazing from J.Cat, a super buttery powder foundation, one of the best at the drugstore. I feel like this launched and we all forgot about it. Powder foundation did go through a phase, didn't it? I purchased this last year, so I'm going to keep it. Same thing. Well, this one is actually kind of old. I think it is time to get rid of it. So I'm going to get rid of that one from Maybelline Fit Me. I'm going to keep this one. Okay, so powders are done and handled. Let's do these concealers. So I'm going to pull this over to the side. And let's just, this needs handled, huh? She needs handled. This is a color corrector. I'm going to put it in my color corrector drawer. Also a color corrector. But you know what? They don't even sell this anymore. So I'm going to get rid of this only because they don't sell it anymore. Color corrector, moving that over. Okay, so let's see what we're working with here. I'm a little overwhelmed, friends. So I have a couple of these that I mix, and these are new, so I'm going to keep them. We're going to start off with the ones that I know are new. So this one is new. It's decent. Not an all-time favorite, but it's decent. Here's another color corrector that I'll deal with momentarily. These Maybellines are also new additions to my collection. I mean, I've used these for a long time, but they were repurchased. This Butter Glow from Physicians Formula is so lovely. Gonna keep that. Here's another new one from Maybelline. Also love this one. One of my favorite of the year, if you watched that video. Going to keep this one. I honestly haven't used it in a while, but it is new. I need to pull that out. I kind of forgot about it. This one I'm going to hold on to. Color corrector. We have a whole color corrector coming up, don't worry. Why does this one look so nasty? I don't know, but this is not old. So I'm going to keep it, but the heck? Okay, I do think it's time to say goodbye to my Pretty Fresh concealer. It's just old. Old and bold. Do I have anything here that's old? This one is old from Makeup Revolution, so I'm going to get rid of that. I don't really like their complexion products to begin with. This one is brand new from Juvia's. Well, pretty new. Very good, very full coverage. Obsessed with this from Milani. It is so good. One of my all-time favorite concealers. I replaced that one out recently. Okay, I do think I should say goodbye to these. I remember getting a package of these, okay? So one of these is new, but honestly, I don't really care for either. So I'm going to declutter those. This one's new, so we're going to keep that one from NYX. Keeping these Flower Beauty. This is an underrated product from Revlon. These are pretty good concealers, so I'm going to go ahead and hold on to these. And then I have my collection of e.l.f. concealers. Why do I have so many of these is the real question. And honestly, some of these are old, but I don't know which ones. Like, I know sometimes they look nasty like this, but honestly, it's just the formula that needs blended because it's been sitting flat and unused. Both of these, the problem is I'm a mixture of both of these. But do I really need 3 of these? No. But I know I've had medium beige for a while, so I'm just gonna declutter that. And do what's best for me. Okay. I didn't declutter that much, but I'll show you. But let me get to my color correctors first, because I do have quite a lot. So I have this one from e.l.f. I love this. Why do I have 2? Oh, they sent me one in PR. So let me get rid of one. But I love these from e.l.f. They're so useful. So I'm going to keep these. All of the colors. This Maybelline one, where did the cap go? Fairly new as well, so I'm going to keep it. I'm going to get rid of this one from Catrice, the Ultimate Camouflage Cream, because this is drier than the Sahara Desert. These are all really good color correctors that I don't use nearly as much as I should I? I am going to get rid of this dark orange because I don't really have any areas on my face that need color corrected with that color. How's this Pixie one? I'll hold on to it. So here's the drawer, all organized. So much better. I didn't get rid of that much stuff from this drawer. Just 17 items, really, but that's better than nothing. I will take it. And then, so my camera actually just died. So I actually went through the bottom drawers here and I decluttered them because they weren't anything interesting. So this drawer has my makeup removers and some body lotions, which I know is random, but that's there. And I had, I kid you not, 3 drawers of false lashes, which is ridiculous. So I reorganized them. This is still a lot, but I don't know. I think I'm scarred from being a makeup artist because I always needed to be stocked up on lashes. So a lot of these are actually lashes where if I ever need to do anybody's makeup, even though I'm not actively doing people's makeup, but in case anybody needs it, like I grab from this drawer. And then here's like some of my nicer lashes. But 3 drawers I filled up, but I was able to get it down to just a drawer and a half. And then I have this bag that I'm going to give to like some makeup artists and stuff full of lashes that I don't need. Alright, next drawer we have bronzers, highlights, and setting sprays. It's a lot to get through. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter this Lottie London Stay Matte SAF setting spray because it leaves white dots all over my face. Guess we'll just clean out the back here really quick. This hard candy one I'm going to hold on to for video's sake, but I'm really not sure what I think about it. Love, love, love this one from Trixie Cosmetics. Going to keep that. Gonna keep Milani Make It Last. Going to keep Catrice Ultra Last Fixing Spray. I am gonna go ahead and declutter this e.l.f. one. It's like Blue Light, if that even is a thing. Anyways, I'm gonna declutter that. I have two different Fruit Fetishes facial mists. They smell really great, but honestly, I don't need it, either one, to be honest. So I'm just going to, actually, I do want to keep a Milani Make It Last. I'm gonna hold on to this one, get rid of the blueberry, but I'm gonna see if I have any more hiding here because I actually really might. Like, I have this one, a matte finish charcoal setting spray. I think this one will be better for people with oily skin, so I'm going to give that, put that in my lashes thing because a makeup artist could use that. This e.l.f. makeup and mist and set, whatever, I'm gonna declutter that. I can't tell you the last time I used it. I have another facial mist from Milani, but this one is unopened, so I can get rid of that. Wow, there's a lot. Here is the original Make It Last, so then I'm gonna keep the original, and then I'm gonna declutter the fruity one. And then I also have a dewy Make It Last, which looks cool, so I'm gonna keep that. I've never used it though. This is about the only product that I like from Pixie Beauty because it actually does leave a glow to the face. So I'm going to keep that. This one also from Flower Beauty. You have to be very careful not to over apply this because then it could mess up your makeup. But it is a nice glowy one, so I'm going to keep that. Okay, so this one was really nice. You can see I got a lot of use out of it, but they no longer sell this from e.l.f. This is the collaboration with Jen Atkins, so I'm going to declutter that. Dang, Morgan, I'm doing a good job. I'm going to declutter this Fourth Ray Energizing Mist, whatever that means. I don't know. I don't use that. But I do like the Hyaluronic Setting Mist from Pretty Fresh. So I'm going to keep that. And then I'm going to keep this Wet n Wild Natural Finish Spray. And then this one is another one of my all-time favorites. It's literally all the way down there. That's the Catrice Primifying Dewy Glow. That one's really good. So keeping that. Let's work our way through bronzers. So I am actually gonna go ahead and declutter all of these bronzers because ColourPop has repackaged these, and I have the repackaged ones, so these can go. They take up so much space too, you know. Going to keep this Revolution Beauty one. So I have this from Revolution Pro from their Marilyn Monroe collection last year because it was kind of a dupe of the Fenty, but the Lottie London one is one that I just got that's just as great, so I'm gonna get rid of that one. I'm going to go ahead and declutter the Chic Me one. It is really pretty, but I haven't talked about Chic Me on my channel in a long time, so I'm gonna declutter that one. Okay, going to keep this e.l.f. one. It's really, really good. These are not bronzers. Excuse me, highlighters. I don't know what happened. I have a couple ColourPop highlighters, so this one I'm gonna declutter because I will honestly just never use it. It's not the right shade on me, but I am going to keep this one because that one's my skin tone, and I'm also going to keep this white icy one. This could be fun for some winter looks. This is one of my all-time favorite highlighters from the drugstore, one of the best that you can get for the value, so I'm going to keep that. I'm going to get rid of this golden one from Maybelline because honestly it's too dark on me and it's old as all get out. I'm also going to get rid of this one. I don't know if any of you guys remember, but Maybelline did a collaboration with Puma, and this is such a unique highlight, but it is older at this point. Despite it being older, I'm going to keep this light one just to have the formula. Same thing with the pinky one. Here's another e.l.f. one that I'm going to keep. Just a couple different colors. My Essence Pure Nude is one of my favorites, so I'm going to keep that. It looked dark there for a second. And then I am going to keep this Super Shock Highlight Quad from ColourPop. I like the colors in there. And then Pixie, one of the few products that I like from them is here. They have a really good highlight formula. And then this Milani one is also really nice. So let's see, I do have some more. I have a couple of these Super Shock bronzers from ColourPop that I'm going to keep. Let's see what this one looks like. I'm partial to keep it because it's from the Sailor Moon collection. Like, look at that. Isn't the packaging so cute? I'm keeping it. I don't care for the packaging, but whatever. Let me live. The rest is actually bronzers. So I have this one from Flower Beauty, which I love. Of course, gotta keep the butter bronzer. I recently replaced this one. Keeping the Kimchi Chic. This one is a beautiful color on my skin tone. Let's see what else we're working with. I like this one from Revolution. I should have another e.l.f. one. Yep. I keep these for when I do e.l.f. videos. They're solid performance. Love the City Bronzer. Love this Milani. I think all of these are kind of old, honestly, but whatever. I'm keeping them. Whatever. They're powders. And they're all really, really solid in performance. So I'm going to put all my bronzers back over here. So this bronzer is so giant. For what? Weird shaped things. Obviously, I know the organization, we have a lot of empty space, but that's good. That means I got rid of a lot. And then we got rid of 17 items. Actually 18 because I put one in here. 18. We do still have a few more drawers to go, but oops. Yep. She's a busy one, so let's see what we have. So I have a number of things with like multicolor. So I'm going to start off with these Essence Pure Nude. I just don't need all of these. I loved this formula this year. It was one of my favorites, but a lot of these look the same. So I'm just going to weigh out like what ones I want. Like this one has glitter, so I don't want that one. These two are pretty much the same. So I'm going to keep these two. Get rid of that one. This one broke a little bit, so I'll just get rid of that one as well. Like this one for a bolder cheek and a mauve cheek. And then these two are kind of similar, honestly. So get rid of this one. Got rid of 4 and I'm keeping 4. I'm a lot happier with that because they take up a lot of space too. I also have a number of these Catrice Air Blushes, which are amazing. So I'm going to keep these two. I'm going to get rid of Coral Sky. And I like Cloud Wine, so I'm just going to get rid of one. Sorry, not sorry about it. These Almay blushes are like my favorite thing in the world, so I'm going to keep these all. These ColourPop blushes are beautiful, but I actually have a collection of other ColourPop blushes, so I'm going to throw that in that drawer just in case I already have them, you know? Let's see. I have this collection of Juvia's Place blushes, which I definitely need to go through because not all of these are flattering for me. So this one I'll keep. That's fun. That one, not for me. Gonna declutter that. I don't know. Let me see. Like this one I like for me. This one is not for me. But I can keep this one for like a watermelon look. Okay, I have trouble giving away blushes, so don't judge me too hard. We're going to keep that from e.l.f. And then here's my Burt's Bees collection that I'm going to hold on to. Love that formula. I'm going to declutter this one in Rosy Love from Catrice since I've already picked. Here's another one that I'm going to keep from Juvia's. My Almay that I'm keeping. More Air Blushes. Oh my goodness. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep both of these actually. I really like these colors. I'm just looking over at what I already have. Yeah. These blushes are so good though, so I don't feel guilty. Newest obsession are these Koki Gradient blushes. They are fantastic. And I like to keep these flower on hand. The Drugstore does a great job with blushes. There's another ColourPop that can go in another drawer. I am going to declutter this Chic Me one. I don't need it. Aw, have to keep these Milani. Which ones do I have? Luminoso, of course, and Berry Amore. I'm going to declutter this Chic Me one, but the color is gorgeous, but she gotta go. And then I have this beautiful Milani one. Milani has some gorgeous blushes in her collection. This one is Fun from Flower. I want to keep it, but I obviously just have so much. I don't need this one, but you can use it as like a shimmery blush or a highlight. It's a really nice product, but I just don't think that I need it. I have my little collection of e.l.f. that I'm gonna keep because e.l.f. is a popular brand on my channel. Let's see what we're working with here. I have these Essence Satin Touch, which is really great, and then I'm gonna keep this Ulta Beauty one. Okay, so these ColourPop blushes, I need to do these with the rest of my ColourPop blushes, so I'm gonna pop these in a different drawer. For now, they might go back, but I think I can declutter these. These were from my favorite collection from ColourPop a while back. They just have the most beautiful peachy blushes, but I don't think you guys can even get these anymore, so I can declutter those. Back here hiding, I have these Kimchi Chic blushes, which are stunning. I'm keeping... Oh! Not that one. Okay, what do I do here? When did this one, like, shatter? Oh no. That's upsetting. Let me clean this one off. Did you break? No, this is a highlight too. This needs to go with the highlights. Okay, at least it exploded in these, so we kept it clean. That one left me absolutely speechless, to say the least. Oh, there's a bug in here. Hold on, let me clean that up. Now, this is unnecessary, but I don't care. I think that these ColourPop heart blushes are just the cutest things in the whole wide world, so I'm gonna keep all of them. I do need to use them more. I like doing declutters because it reminds me of products that I need to use more, and these are one of them. So I'm gonna put these back. I might move them with the rest of my ColourPop blushes. Let's see. This does not make any sense at all. What am I doing? Hold on, let me figure this out off camera.
Baby, you give me ice and fire.
Not as much as I really wanted for this drawer, but that's okay. I did so good on the other side of my makeup collection, so this is better than nothing. Okay guys, so we finished this whole first one. We're moving on to the second, but I did most of the bottom half already. It wasn't really interesting for this video. This isn't really drugstore makeup, but I figured we can declutter it while we're here. So this is one of my favorite palettes that Sigma has ever launched. It has the best blush colors, so I'm going to keep that. Sigma also has this one, but I am actually, yeah, I'm going to declutter this one. Keep the other one. And then I'm also going to declutter this Glow Kiss palette from Sigma, which is so beautiful. I love it. But I have so many highlights in my collection already, and they have these in individuals now, so I'm going to declutter that. Loved this for the longest from Beauty Pie. Is that where it's from? No, Beauty Bakery. Excuse me. Anyways, I loved this for the cheeks, but I've had this for a few years now. I don't really talk about this brand on my channel too much, so I think it's okay to say goodbye to that. I don't think I can ever get rid of this Jouer blush palette. I just think it's so stunning. It's definitely probably expired by now, but it's powder, so moving along. I have this Fenty Beauty Sunstalker Bronzer palette. I'm going to go ahead and keep this. I like it. I am going to declutter this ABH face palette in Italian Summer. It's giving that ice cream, you know, the brown, pink, and white ice cream. I don't really reach for that, so we can say goodbye to that. I also have this beautiful blush palette from Ofra that I'm going to keep because I love how pinky these colors are. I think they're gorgeous. I'm going to declutter this highlight palette from Huda Beauty. I honestly have just never really been a fan of this, so I think that this one can go. I'm going to hold on to this one from Sydney Grace. I saw it featured in Emily Noel's favorites. I keep referencing that video because there's products she talked about that I was like, wait, I didn't love that. I need to pull it out. So this one I need to try again with. In the last declutter, I did declutter a lot of Jaclyn Cosmetics products. But I think that this is beautiful, so I'm going to keep that. And I think same thing with this blush. Like, oh my god, look at that. We're just going to keep that. That's not going to hurt anybody, right? I thought that this was such a nice palette from MAC of their highlighters. These are the Extra Dimension Skin Finish highlighters. But I do think it is time to say goodbye to this, despite how beautiful it is. I just don't want like a trio. I don't know. As I say that, I'm gonna keep these. But these are all individual blushes from Sydney Grace. And I love Sydney Grace's products, so I'm gonna keep that. And I think these are also Sydney Grace products. Yeah. I just have them in this palette that my mom gave me like 10 years ago, but I'm gonna keep that. I saved these for last because these are like something that I should declutter, but I'm not going to. They are these beautiful blush and bronzer duos from Jaclyn Cosmetics. Just not ready yet. I like them, and I decluttered a decent amount, honestly, from this drawer. Which, by the way, the title of this drawer in my organization mind is non-luxury face palettes. So these are like high-end. And we ended up getting rid of 6 palettes, which I'm not mad about. But let's move into the next drawer. These are also not luxury face palettes, but a lot of them are more drugstore. So I have this one from Physicians Formula. This one is new, and I really like it, so I'm going to keep that. Also going to keep both of these palettes from e.l.f. This is a cream contour palette, and this is a powder blush palette. Both of these are lovely, especially this from e.l.f. I think it is time to say goodbye to my The Balm Luminizers Quad. If you're a fan of old school YouTube and you were... Oh, train passing by. If you were a fan of old school YouTube and were watching at the time, the Balm Luminizers were the bee's knees, but I do think it's time to get rid of that. I'm also going to go ahead and get rid of this Milani cream blush because I do have some individuals from the brand, so that one's kind of old anyways. I'm going to get rid of these Alamar Cosmetics Colorette blush trios because they have new ones. These have been discontinued, so if I want these in this formula, honestly, I'll just buy them again. But I think they've also redone this one, but I use this one all the time still. It's the Brighten and Bronze Complexion Trio. I think the tones in here are just gorgeous, so I'm going to keep that. I'm going to declutter this Odin's Eye highlighter palette. This is one of the few like actual natural highlighters that Odin's Eye has launched, but you can see it's just not well used. I tend to go for individual highlighters and not highlighter palettes, so I'm going to give this away because I don't need it. I also have the powder contour highlight from e.l.f. that I'm going to keep. This is a new palette and it's always trending, I feel like, on TikTok, very viral, from Marlia Scott Cosmetics, and it's this really fun highlighter palette, so I'm going to keep that. Next up, I have this ColourPop palette that is empty. So I'm going to keep that. Does BH Cosmetics sell these anymore? I loved these for the longest. This Belgian Waffle palette has beautiful highlights and bronzers. I'm going to keep that. I love it. And then also we have this cheek palette here from BH. I am going to declutter this because I haven't used it in forever. And I have so many other affordable options for blushes. I have this Milani powder blush trio right here. I'm gonna keep this one. It's very pretty. Okay, and then I have this from Catrice. This is a gorgeous all-in-one face palette. Very high quality powders. Definitely recommend that. Gonna keep that. I have this e.l.f. Simply Enchanted face palette from the holiday collection last year. I did get some use from it, as you can see, but I haven't used it recently, so I'm just gonna go ahead and declutter that. This, so underrated, from e.l.f. They do a good cream formula, but unfortunately, because I have to absolutely love it in order to keep it if they no longer sell it, and they no longer sell this, and as beautiful as this bronzer is, I literally have the whole other cream palette from them, so I am going to declutter that. There's always going to be stuff to talk about. I have to remind myself when I try and hold on to things for videos. This Physicians Formula All-Star Face Palette. These are the only way I recommend to buy Physicians Formula face powders because they're super high quality, but the packaging individually is chunky and expensive. So definitely holding on to that. We have this one here, the Butter Dream Team. Again, keeping this. Then I love this one as well. This is in collaboration with Whaley, who's an old school YouTuber. So beautiful. Keeping all of these. These are some of the best things ever that Physicians Formula has launched. If you didn't know these were Drugstore, honestly, they could pass for high-end. That's how good the Physicians Formula quality is, but they're expensive individually. These are like $20 for all of the shades. Anyways, I'm just gonna throw this stuff in here. I'll organize it later. And we decluttered 8 palettes from this drawer. Not too shabby. So this next drawer, I've definitely been dreading. It is a task and a half to deal with. This is my cream product drawer, and it is definitely time to go through. So let's start off, I guess, at the front. So I have all of my Juvia's Place blushes. Now the thing with these is they are so pigmented, so I do think it's time to get rid of some colors that just will never work for me, like this one. Honestly, all of these. I can use them though, but they're just not for me. But I am going to keep a large number of them because I really love these. I'm going to keep those. I'm going to keep all of these. Just the obviously super dark ones I'm getting rid of. It was those first 4 that I showed you, which I am so sad. But I have a friend who these are going to look incredible on. I need to go ahead and save these for her. I think she'll love them. Next up, I have this from Physicians Formula. Both of these are beautiful products. We're going to keep those. These are the cream blushes I was just talking about from Milani that I have. I'm going to keep these. I have this Honest Beauty formula, which I bought a while ago based on Tati's Rex. Going to keep that. Love this one from Palladio. I am going to declutter this one from ColourPop because I'm just never going to use that color. Nor am I a big fan of the formula, honestly. These Pacifica Fluffy Blushies, unfortunately, were not for me. They didn't work out. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter those. They are new, just not for me. I have quite the collection of the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty wands. I'm going to get rid of the darkest shade. I'm going to keep these. They're fine. I don't think they're anything to write home about, honestly, but they're fine. I'm keeping all of the blushes, and then I'm getting rid of the darkest highlighter that won't work for me. I'm keeping these 2. One of my favorite cream bronzers from the drugstore, keeping that. And keeping both of these from Sol. These are pretty nice. They're supposed to be dupes for the Chanel. I don't know about all that, but okay. I have both of these from the Winnie the Pooh collection from ColourPop. I'm going to declutter these, which hurts because I like these, but I haven't used them. So I gotta be honest with myself. Keeping this. This is underrated from Flower. Keeping this because it's the only one of the formula that I have. Here's another one from, a liquid highlighter from Milani. We're going to keep that. And then I have these light sticks from ColourPop. I'm just going to keep one. I really do not like this formula, so I'm going to get rid of, this is the new packaging, right? I think it is. So then I'll get rid of Glazy. So I have 2 of these. These were actually just featured in my worst makeup of 2020 whatever, so I'm going to get rid of one color, but keep this for the plot, you know what I mean? I am going to go ahead and get rid of these Rose Liquid Love blushes, which is unfortunate because I know this was a new brand, but I just didn't like this product, so it was really patchy. Okay, I only have one of these, so we're going to definitely keeping this. This is a highlight from Palladio, that's great. Keeping one Cheek Dew for the formula and one Cheek Heat. I think I've already probably decluttered the other one I had of this. They're a little patchy. Okay, more back here. Keeping, this is a great blush stick. This one is also great. I have this bronze stick. I'm going to put that over here for now. I have this Velvet Touch blush stick from Kiko, completely untouched. I'm going to give this away. I have a couple blush sticks from ColourPop. I'm going to go ahead and keep these. Well, I'll keep this one, and then I'll get rid of... Let me look at the colors. Okay, that's pretty, not going to lie. Nah, I'm keeping them. I don't mind this formula. I think it's fine. I like these Lottie London ones, and I like the e.l.f. ones. Let me just make sure they're still good. And they are, so I'm going to keep these. Have some things rolling out over here. So I have a couple luminous putty blushes from the brand. I'm going to keep all of these. I think these are an average formula. Not bad, but not great, but also decent for the price. But I cover e.l.f. a lot on my channel, which is why I'm keeping these. I have all of these luminous putty bronzers. I just don't need all of these shades. So let's see. I'm going to get rid of this shade, not for my skin tone. And I'm going to get rid of Sun Chaser. The rest I can work with. And these are, again, good for the price. Not the best of best. And then the last drawer are my cream blush sticks and some other things. I have this one from ColourPop. Let's see. We're just going to make sure all of these shades are reasonable for me to keep. And these are decent. I don't mind these. Yeah, we'll keep all three of these. Love these from Makeup Revolution. They're contours. Love this from Milan. This is pretty good from Flower. Definitely doesn't get the attention it deserves. And then I have this one from a brand called Lower East Side. This is actually very good. I've enjoyed this a lot. However, it's not a brand I talk about on my channel, so gotta be a little bit smarter about that. Okay, let's fill her back up. Okay, so in terms of organization, I feel like it doesn't look that organized, but it's much better. Bronzers, blushes, highlights, Juvia's Place blushes. These are just pan ones and compacts that I couldn't get to fit. And then I have all my e.l.f. up front. And then, sorry about the lighting, but we have 21 products that we are getting rid of, which is nice. Okay, so here's the last drawer that I need to figure out. And you're gonna be disappointed in me for some reason, which I'm about to tell you. The reason being I'm keeping most of these because these are the entire ColourPop bronzer, blush, and highlight collections. Now the reason I'm keeping these are from the ColourPop permanent range. Dupes, plain and simple. If you want a dupe of a blush for ColourPop, I want to be able to give it to you. I'm just taking a look here at some individuals that I have. Like these I'm going to give away. I don't think I need these. And then these right here are cream blushes. Again, I'm keeping for dupe purposes. I also just love ColourPop and I love having the whole collection. So there definitely is some personal incentive here, not gonna lie. But they're so nice and uniform looking in the drawer. I don't even care, honestly. I got rid of so much. It's fine. What are these? These are the highlighters, right? Yep. So I'm keeping these for dupes purposes. However, I have so many of these blushes, which are from limited edition collection, so we're gonna go off on those and see. I also have these ColourPop palettes. This one, oh Jesus. This one is a pre-made palette that they made for me, but I actually already have all of these shades in here. So I'm gonna give this palette away. Let's see, is this an empty palette? No, it's not. And then here's some more like additional build of color palettes. Again, I believe all of these, let me double check, should be in there. Coconut Beach, one of my all-time favorites. Please tell me I have a single Coconut Beach. Yeah, so I can also give these all away. I'll probably take them out, the actual cans, but keep the palette because those are good to have. But let's take a look. These High School Musical ones, I do not need these. I love High School Musical though. These are fun, but no. If I'm gonna keep them, I gotta at least make it worth it. I don't need that one. That one is old. I used to love the ColourPop blushes, but I collected these before all of these came out, so I have some sense. Like, I will be keeping the Hello Kitty and Friends because those are just cute. Here's some more Hello Kitty ones. And I will be keeping Sailor Moon and Powerpuff Girls and Mulan because those are my childhood. That's the collector in me. It's so fine. Let's see, Powerpuff Girls, me and my cousin Ashley watched all the time. And as a little Asian girl who grew up, okay, I was Mulan at least 4 times for Halloween, okay? And they're beautiful colors, so I'm keeping those. The rest I need to get over. This is a Super Shock highlighter. This isn't even... That's pretty. Ooh, I'm keeping that. No, it's beautiful. I just have to put it over here. It's fine. Nothing crazy. Forget that happened. I'm gonna turn a blind eye. And these are from a new collection from ColourPop. And I kept these because these blushes, they're freaking stunning. So for the time being, since they're still new, I'm gonna keep these. But that's it. How much did I get rid of? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 individual blushes. And then I also have about 8 of these that I have to pull out. Excuse my roughness. Declutter days mean I get to look ugly all day. But there we did it. That's like the other main part of my makeup collection that I needed to declutter. I didn't mention it in the last video that I had this whole other section to do because I was expecting to do it, but then the video was already like, I had almost 4 hours of footage to go through and I was like, no, I'm just breaking it up. But we did the affordable section of my collection. I am still not done with this big declutter because next up, we are gonna be going through my eyeshadow palettes. That one is also long overdue, but I hope you guys enjoyed this declutter with me. I hope you are having fun with these declutters. And yeah, I'm gonna rest now because I have a workout in an hour and I already tired myself out. Oh, and if you were curious about the other drawers, I told you there's really not much. Like, I just put the empty palettes in here. Empty. Some eyelashes. More eyelashes. And then makeup remover. So, you know, I still have room if I need. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye guys, have a good one.